Hello, my beautiful people. We've got a good one here for you today on the channel, and it's a little bit of the reason why, I look like a SeaWorld worker, or something like that. Because today we're looking at a video called Why It Sucks to Be Born as a Dolphin. Okay? Now, why does it suck to be born as a dolphin? I don't know. So let's get into it.
Into open water, and you start moving instantly. Your body tips forward, and your head lifts just enough to spot your mother swimming ahead, so you start following her. You don't know why you're doing it, but your body keeps matching her position, and your path lines up with hers as you swim forward. Then, you get unlucky. There's a dark shape ahead that starts getting bigger, and at first it's hard to tell what it is.
Dun dun, dun dun, dun 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 dun. We know what that is, man. It's Jaws, man.
Coming straight toward you, and it isn't turning or slowing down. It's just getting closer every second. You keep swimming until it's near enough for you to see the head and the teeth moving side to side. And that's when you realize it's a shark. It keeps coming, and you try to swim faster, but your body doesn't respond the way you want it to. Your muscles don't move evenly. Your head
Got them baby chicken legs. You already know when them chickens they legs just be snap.
lifts too far and your tail pulls sideways. Before you can make another move, you stop completely and freeze in place. The shark swims even closer, but your mother sees it and turns. Then, without waiting, she swims forward straight at the shark from below. Two more females break from the group and follow behind her, one slightly higher and the other wide to the left. None of them change speed or position as they close in. Your mother hits first, slamming into the shark's stomach to knock it offline while the others crash into the side, one after the other, hitting hard enough to push it off balance and turn its body away from you. Your mother spins back around and strikes it again near the head, and this time the shark stops moving forward and begins to turn. By the time she comes back around,
And this is just like, I always think it's funny, like, people always think sharks are so dangerous, which they are, but they forget how dangerous dolphins are. They really be like Pokemon using like tackle, just, it's like football players just, I always just think that's so funny. Like, their method is just, I'm gonna just hit you with my body. Like, imagine if we fought with that. You just flail your arms into people, like.
it's already swimming in the other direction. She swims back to you and you move in behind her, falling back into place just under her tail. It's your first day, and things are only going to get more interesting. You're 1 month old now, and you still swim beside your mother. The others circle around you. They move when she moves and close in when something feels off. Then a group of males cuts across the edge of the pod. They don't slow down or keep their distance. They chose your mother. One slams into her shoulder and another drops low and drives straight into her belly. She kicks and twists, but they keep going, hitting from both sides, forcing her downward. Then one grabs hold and drags her deeper, while the rest follow behind him. You turn to follow, but one of them sees you and blocks off your path. He turns once and comes straight at you with his jaws open, ready to bite.
Oh, they gangsta with it. Like, they pulling you down under the water. Like, we gonna have to find one video one day where we see this, and like, I don't know if you can show that on YouTube, but like a real, like, like a real life version of this.
He's not chasing you. He's trying to take you out. You freeze in place and brace your body, but he keeps coming. Then your auntie slams into his side before he can reach you. Another one crashes into his ribs, and a third rises from below and
That's
knocks
what
him
I'm
off
saying.
balance
They
with her
pulled
head.
up like
They don't
the
chase him, and they don't
Avengers.
finish it. They hit him once each, and then return to the group. You stay in the center and don't leave the formation thinking about what just happened. You don't see your mother for 3 days. She returns on the 4th, her body covered in scrapes, blood slipping down her side. Her movements are slow and uneven. She doesn't look at anyone, and she doesn't make a sound. She just finds her place and keeps swimming forward. You fall in beside her and stay there. Skip forward a bit, and you're 1 year old now. You've started to hunt, but not because you're hungry and in need of food. You just do it for fun. You follow your mother through shallow water until she speeds up and moves towards a group of fish. You break away from her side and chase one of the smaller fish that splits from the group. She turns in from the opposite direction and cuts it off before it escapes. You both move without needing to look. She speeds up and
I was just gonna say, I wonder how old, like, 1 year, like a 1 year old dolphin, how long do like dolphins live? So that lets you know, like, would this be like a teenager? You know what I mean? Like, a 1 year old human is a lot different from a 1 year old like dog. Y'all see that pup over there? Like, I'm watching a pup on the Rover app.
you slow down. She feints one way and you block the other. The fish jolts every time one of you moves, trapped in a loop it can't break, and that's when the fun begins. The fish darts forward and cuts left, but you stay on it, matching its path and pushing it toward open space where it can't turn back. You hold position on one side while your mother comes in on the other, forcing it into a trap. It twists and tries to slip through a gap, but you press in and close it off. You lunge first and tear off a piece near the gill, and your mother follows with a deeper bite through the middle. You both turn and strike again, hitting the same spots over and over until the fish stops resisting. Its muscles twitch, then it floats, and you swim away without finishing it. You chase down another one on your own, closing the distance fast and pinning it near the surface where it can't dive. You block it from above, cut its path below, and wait for it to wear itself out. When it slows down, you grab it and hold it still. You don't eat it, you just want to feel it thrash. Then something moves near your tail. Another dolphin closes in fast from the right, coming close enough that your bodies almost touch. You tighten your grip on the fish and turn sharply across his path. He follows for a moment, but you hold your line and don't let him get close again. He backs off and turns away. You let the fish drop and watch him swim off. You don't follow, and instead you dive and chase something smaller, just to see if you can catch it. And when you do, you let it go again without biting. You're not hunting because you need to. You're doing it because you figured out how. You're 5 years old when you decide to leave your mother's group. For the past few years, you've been spending more and more time on your own.
Okay, so what would that be the equivalent? What do you guys think the equivalent of that would be like for, like a human? Because now people ain't really leaving the house at 18. Maybe they're going to college, but we'll talk about when you're like able to actually pay for all your own things and stuff like that. People are not really moving out into apartments and houses and stuff like that at 18. That's probably closer to like 25 or something now. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. So I guess for the dolphin, this will be age 5.
Drifting away during hunts, swimming further than you should, and now it just feels like the right time to stop going back. You swim for a few hours, following nothing, until you spot a group of juveniles moving together across open water. You fall in beside them and match their pace, and when no one pushes you away, you stay. 3 of them stand out. They break off from the group without saying anything, so you follow them, keeping just behind as they swim across a flat stretch of ocean. That's when you bond. You find a pufferfish and one of them stuns it. You move in and let it sting you. The effect hits almost instantly, so you back off and pass it on. One of your buddies bites it next and starts spinning.
They really just bullies. Like, they just going around beating everybody up, including their friends and family. Like, look at this guy. Like, look at this one in the top left corner. Like, he looks like he about to do a front flip type of like sumo type of move. Like,
clicking and drifting in circles. You all take turns with it until the high fades and the feeling's gone. Then you kill it and go looking for more. But this time,
they don't
one
even
of the dolphins
eat it.
hangs back. He doesn't bite. He just watches from a distance. You echo at him loudly, pushing him to join in. When he still doesn't move, your friend rams into his side and knocks him off balance, spinning him around. You laugh and swim off without waiting. He drifts behind for a while, then turns the other way and disappears. You don't see him anymore again. It's just the 3 of you now. And from that point on, you don't swim alone anymore. You're 10 years old now, and you're still moving with the same 2 males you bonded with years ago. You've grown stronger, faster, and more coordinated. The 3 of you move like one body now, reacting before the others even need to signal. You begin searching for something else, a female to follow. You swim until one drifts into view, alone and slightly behind the others. She's moving slow enough to make herself an easy target. Your group...
now this is like you like 28, getting into your 30s or in your 30s, and they like, all right, it's time to start a family. Find you a girl.
Shifts position without communicating. One moves to the left, one cuts to the right, and you stay behind. She notices and picks up speed, but the formation holds. Every path she tests is already blocked before she
chase her
tries.
down.
She dives, and your friend drops with her. She spins, and you match the movement. She swims up toward the surface and finds one of you already waiting. No matter which way she moves, someone is there before she gets the chance. You don't touch her, you just follow. Always close enough to force a reaction, but never far enough to give her space. Every time she slows, the gap tightens. You take turns keeping pressure on her, one behind, one to each side, always rotating and adjusting. The sun rises and drops again. The group rests, but she doesn't. Even when the ocean calms and the current slows, you keep pressing in. She tries to stop once, just for a breath, but your friend cuts across her path and she keeps moving. It goes on for hours. You've seen others do it. You've watched the way older groups hunt in teams, not just for food, but for control. You've watched and learned, and now the roles are reversed. Now you're the ones being watched. You're 15 years old now, and you've learned that sometimes it's not about the female, and it's not about the chase. It's about reminding everyone that you're still a menace.
So now he was like 35 or something. He got married. He made his parents happy, you know what I'm saying? He found him a little thing, you know what I'm saying? A little thing. And now he's probably like 50. He's 50. He's like divorced, or, he's been in a marriage for a while. So, he ain't got those like first marriage sparkles or that honeymoon stage, He's been doing this for a minute. And now he's out, he's in retirement age, or he's trying to take power. He's in his 50s. He's at the top of his career. He's ready to show what he got,
See a group ahead of you, all males, surrounding a single female who's bigger than most. She spins slowly and keeps her head down while they circle her, flashing their sides and clicking fast like they're competing. You weren't invited, but that doesn't matter. You don't care about her. You care that they think they're in control. You aim for the one nearest the edge and slam your head into his side hard enough to flip him over. His skin tears along the ribs and a long red line opens up across his side. He swims away and sinks into the deep. The others stop spinning and break formation. One of them charges at your shoulder and knocks you off angle. Another comes from behind and clips your spine with his jaw. You spin to strike back, but you can't land a clean hit. You fight harder than you need to, just to drag it out. You take the hits and you give a few back. Then you twist low, dive beneath them, and pull out of the chaos with scratches along your tail and 2 fresh scars. You leave the fight without winning, but you don't feel like you lost. The next day, you're still sore when you hear something small moving near the rocks, so you go to check. It's a porpoise calf, young enough that it doesn't know what you are. You echo once, just to see how it reacts, then you charge. It doesn't scream. It just takes the hit full force and goes limp. You grab it once, bite down hard enough to feel the bones snap, then let it sink. You don't eat it, and you don't look back. You just swim off and leave it there. And for the first time since...
I'm saying, they so mean. They really just be beating on stuff just to beat on stuff. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely the guy who, like, at the end of the night in the club, like, nothing's happened. Like, no dude has messed with this girl or anything. He has no honor to really defend. But he just like, you know what? I done had 10 shots of that hen dog in me, and I'm looking to put my hands on somebody. Like, that's like the entire, what would you call it, species of dolphins, or the entire, whatever, dolphins as a whole.
The fight, you feel better. You're 25 years old now. You've killed calves, chased rivals, torn open bellies, and circled bodies that stopped moving hours before anyone noticed. But you've never tried a human. You see a group near the surface, splashing around in a way that doesn't make sense. One of them drifts too far from the rest, too far to get pulled back in time if something were to happen. So you circle. Once from below, once from the side. A little closer each time until they pause and look around. But it's already too late because you've decided. You circle until a narrow gap appears, and then you swim straight in without thinking, just acting before the moment disappears. You bump their leg to see what they'll do. They start screaming and panicking, so you pass underneath them and roll once. Then rise up fast, clamp your jaw around their waist, and drag them down. They fight and kick at your head, but you don't let go. The more they panic, the deeper you pull them. You hold steady while their arms flail, and the last burst of air slips from their mouth in a string of bubbles that drift back toward the surface. They manage to twist free, but only for a second. You grab their foot, drag again, and this time they stop fighting. Then you let go. They shoot upward and scream before they break the surface. The rest of the group rushes in, pulling them toward the boat while shouting in sounds that don't make any sense to you. You watch from below the surface as they panic and swim away faster than they ever did before. Next time, you won't let go. Skip forward a bit, and you're 29 years old. You see boats in the distance, lined up in a way that doesn't feel right. You followed them before and it's always meant food, so your group follows them without thinking. Nothing feels off until the clicks start to thin. One of the dolphins beside you drifts to the edge and disappears. Then another cuts downward and doesn't return. You echo once and hear only emptiness. You echo again and the reply comes back wrong.
Oh no.
You swim forward and see the water ahead is red. You turn and try
to
leave, but
it's
way
the
out is
hunters,
already
y'all,
gone.
with
The
the
boats behind
spears.
you have moved. The surface breaks and something crashes into the sea. You dive fast trying to cut beneath it, but a net tightens around your belly and pulls your body sideways. You kick your tail against the rope, but it only gets tighter. Then you get pulled up. A hand grabs your back. You spin and knock one away, but another catches you from behind. You slam into the deck of the boat and the sound disappears. They drag you to the edge and pull you off. Your body hits the beach. You try to slide back into the water, but your flippers dig in and hold you still. You lie there waiting to breathe. Then they cut you open. You feel it once, then nothing. They call it tradition, and after you stop moving, they kill the rest, one by one, all the way to the end. Over the next few days, 1,500 more of your kind will die. Life as a dolphin might be rough, but there's another animal out there that has it way worse.
Okay, guys, so I'm going to have the link in the description for this video if you guys want to see it without the commentary. It's called Why Does It Suck to Be a Dolphin? I'm going to have to say, I'm not going to say that the Dolphins necessarily deserve it, but we did see a lot of instances of them just straight up putting the straight hands on a bunch of animals for absolutely no reason other than just to like do it, like kind of torturing them. So I don't know, but you know, dolphins are a beautiful, majestic animal. I would hate to see them, you know, get hunted, you know, to extinction. Cause like, imagine a world without dolphins, you know, like I always think back like, dang, why do we have to get rid of the dodo birds? Like, wouldn't it be lit if we had like dodo birds running around in Canada? I think that's where they're from. But yeah, I'm not going to hold you guys up. I hope you guys have an amazing day. We're going to be having all types of science, history, you know, videos like this, just stuff that I find interesting. And if you guys have stuff that you think is interesting too, send it over, and you guys have an amazing and a blessed day. I love you.